Also here at 5 o'clock, he's running for re-election and has high hopes to put another huge hotel in the heart of downtown Louisville. Mayor Greenberg sat down with us for a wide-ranging interview to close out 2025. We talked about affordability, housing, and of course, the future of the Humana building. Here's Isaiah Kim Martinez.
Downtown Louisville needs a new massive hotel right by the International Convention Center.
One more large convention hotel would be incredibly helpful.
That's the belief of Mayor Greenberg, finishing up his third full year in office.
It would help us open up a whole new opportunity of types of meetings and events that we can't currently get. We would help get them here in Louisville, and that's something that we've been working on for several years.
He's not denying the report from Louisville Business First that major real estate developer Poe Companies aims to transform the iconic 27-story Humana building into a 1,000-room hotel. Humana is selling the building, and it's expected to be vacant by the end of the year.
What kind of money would be needed to assist something like
that?
Well,
we're looking at several things for the next chapter of the Humana Tower. We're looking for what incentives the state can provide. Are there any federal incentives based on that project, and of course locally as well?
The mayor sat down with us for an interview to close 2025, a year in which he says homicides are down 21% and non-fatal shootings down 25%. He attributes some of this to what he calls a change in culture at LMPD, led by his hand-picked chief, Paul Humphrey.
When I first became mayor, 8 or 9 people were in a recruiting class. In the last recruiting class, 41 people started. That's great progress. We need more officers on the street.
Greenberg, who's up for re-election in 2026, says he's working to get help from Kentucky lawmakers next year to speed up the process of creating more housing within the city's urban core.
So we're looking at several things. Some are tax incentives, others might be loan funds, and some might just be simply improving the planning and zoning process so it's clearer and easier to build in certain parts of our city.
I asked about the financial crisis at JCPS and what he thinks should be done to fix it.
And my advice is to make the tough decisions now.
In an open records request to JCPS, we discovered 485 of the district's central office employees are making $100,000 or more. We're talking 6-figure salaries.
Or one of those decisions downsizing the central office to some degree?
I think that certainly should be at the top of the list for consideration.
And as he seeks a second term as mayor, Greenberg says his administration is putting a focus on bringing down the cost of living. 2 examples he mentioned: his request to remove Louisville's reformulated gas requirement and his push to lower utility rates.
When LG&E puts in certain rate requests, we've opposed several of those. We've provided looking for alternatives, making it easier for more renewable sources of energy.
His campaign is sure to ramp up next year in what will be the Louisville Metro's first nonpartisan mayoral race.
And Isaiah joins us now. Isaiah, so a lot of people are interested in the Humana building as a hotel downtown. Yeah. Nothing's been signed, though, correct?
Nothing has been signed. It is not officially turning over, being converted yet. The verbiage that we've seen, again, Louisville Business First reporting that it is in the planning stages. Of course, and the mayor pointed this out, there would need to be a lot of steps to happen. Of course, Humana still owns the building at this moment. There are still workers conceivably that still need to be vacated by the end of the year. And of course, this would be a huge financial undertaking. So you can imagine the mayor said there would need to be local, state, and federal help potentially to get this through to the finish line.
All right. We'll wait and see what happens in 2026.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Isaiah.